back-to-back wins for the first time this season. How good does that sound, Gary?
First time ever in the Championship, so it feels fantastic because we're getting a few firsts. You know, your first away win, first home win, your first back-to-backs, and this is a fantastic league, the Championship, that we're really enjoying. And if it makes the lads feel more comfortable and more confident about being a Championship team and Championship players, then that was a great result for us, because the two back-to-back wins were against no mugs. We went away to Vicarage Road and got a result 3-0, and this was a big win here against a decent Blackpool team. But we was also very professional, as you saw. We said at half-time, be careful, it can get niggly this, and it did. And we were very clever, if you like, in as much as that we didn't get too involved. And well, they got 3 sending-offs, and they spoilt their own momentum really, and difficult for them to get back in the game.
Because although you've won and it's significant, the headlines are going to be made by the fact they ended with 8 men, all 3 red cards coming in the 90th minute. What did you make of just what went on in that injury time spell? Well,
that's where you're clever. You know, we had to keep the ball, and we had to, any 50-50 we had to get our toe to, so that if you get your toe to it and they come through you, then it can only be a booking. If they've already had a booking, then it's a red card. So, and it just spoilt their momentum, and it just, you know, saw the clock down really. At 1-0, you know, they're a dangerous team, they're a big side, they were putting a lot of balls, throw-ins, corners, free kicks into our penalty area, and we dealt with it really, really well. And you just didn't want, even with 8 men right at the end there, we still had to defend one more set play, which we did, and it was a very professional performance. But our crowd were great, they made a noise, and they realised when we needed them, and that last 5 minutes was magnificent, and the football club looked very clever.
Of course, it's consecutive clean sheets as well. You must be so pleased with how your team is defending at the moment.
Yeah, we are, and you know, at this level you have to defend well, because there's some very, very good players. You know, Tom Ince and Dobie and Ricardo Fuller. You know, they're not poor players. They're very, very good players, and they've been around at this level and more. They played in the Premiership, so we know what they're all about, and we have to work very hard to stop them, show them what they can do, and that's what we did. So, you know, if we can do that and we can play a little bit ourselves, which I thought we did, and we had a couple of good chances. Ed's shot was fantastic, that the keeper knocked onto the crossbar, and how Ishmael Miller didn't score today, he deserved the goal. I thought he was absolutely magnificent today, and he gave us that presence and that threat up front. So, and we kept him on for 90 minutes, so he'll be pleased with that, because he's really pushed himself through that, because he's not really ready for 90 minutes.
I mean, let's talk about Ishmael Miller. I mean, I was hugely impressed with him as well tonight. Yeah. He came here with a bit of a reputation. He could be trouble. Perhaps he's difficult to manage. In the 2 games so far, he's just given you absolutely everything, and he looks a real quality player.
I don't mind him being trouble as long as he's trouble to the opposition defenders, which he was today. He's not trouble. He's as meek as a mouse. He is. You know what I mean? And he wants to get his football going again. He's been fantastic in the dressing room already. He's been a real pro. He talks to people, and I'm sure the other lads are very happy to have him in the team at the moment, because he has got that experience of this level and the level above, and you know, he looks that hopefully it won't take long before he's back at his best, and when he is back at his best, it's you know, hey ho, silver lining.
I think you've already spoken about this, but if he continues to play like that, you'll be looking to keep him longer?
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, Billy Davis was good enough to allow us to take him. He knows that we've got to do a little bit of work with him. You know, he's come here to concentrate on his football, Ishmael, so, you know, he'll be doing a lot of work on the training field to get even sharper. But, you know, he looks sharp enough at the moment, and if we can get him even sharper, then he'll win you games.
It's one of your other loanees, John Lundstrom, who pops up with the crucial goal for you today.
Yeah, I thought he played it. You know, he's one of those unsung heroes. He quietly gets about the pitch and keeps possession for you, and he generally plays the right ball at the right time. And it was I don't know if it was a scrappy goal, but he got his foot on the end of it. He probably didn't hit it as cleanly as he might have wanted to, but he was there, and we competed, because you have to compete against these teams. You know, what, they have 4 or 5 6'4" pluses, and we've got to compete with that, but you've also got to pick up the seconds, and I thought we did that really well today, and John got his goal because of it.
The last table that I saw before I came in here was 2 points between yourselves and the team just out of the relegation zone, which is Charlton. Yeah. They come here on Saturday, sets it up perfectly. It
sets it up lovely, but you know, Charlton will be aware of that as well, and nothing less from the effort that we put on the pitch and the effort that was put out there from the stands will suffice. We've got to make sure that we play the game on and off the field, and we're pleased. This is what we wanted, this situation to be within a couple of points of the team that we're going to play Saturday, and it's worked out that way. We know the two below us won. That's how important it is, this level. They're all good teams. You've got Sheffield Wednesday and Barnsley below you, but we've got our sights on Charlton, Millwall and a few other teams that we've brought towards us now. You know, there's a few now within 2, 3, 4 points, and that didn't look very clever a couple of weeks ago. But you know, we got back-to-back wins, and now we've got to see how far we can go on this little run.
Well, bottom three all winning tonight. Lots of people will be surprised by that. Are you saying that you're not? It's just such a competitive division that can happen.
Yeah, because you know every manager that's down the bottom there, and unfortunately 2 managers have lost their jobs this week. But both managers said that they felt that they should have had more points, and I've been saying that as well. So it is very tight. It's a long way to go.